Welcome to Lambton College basketball fans for this second leg of a home-and-home for your Lambton College Lions against the Cambrian Golden Shield. Here with my broadcast partner, Dave Walls. Dave, we saw fifth-year senior Mike Lucier go off yesterday for 12 points, 11 rebounds, 4 blocks, 5 steals, and 6 assists. That's an all-around game. What are your keys to Lambton coming out of this weekend with 2 victories and another one tonight?
Well, obviously the captain means so much, fifth-year player, just giving all he has every game, and just showed last night he doesn't have to be the top scorer. He can do it the other way. He distributed the ball, lots of blocks, he played hard. He didn't get the most points on the team, but he was probably their MVP last night. He keeps them together.
As we go to tip here, Lambton College, of course, wearing their brand new black uniforms. Call it Black Sunday here at Lambton College. Marshall starts the ball on the left side. He'll dribble drive. Paget kicks to Hill in the corner. Hill pulls for 3. Marshall will collect the rebound. He's got space. Gonna go up with the right hand, soft off the glass, and that's a 2-0 start for these Lions.
Good start there. Marshall a little surprised, didn't see any yellow there guarding him. He was going to kick it back out. Smart play, brought it back in, and got the easy bucket there.
Up top now finds Gillies, cuts in the middle. Hill got a piece. Lucier deflects the ball out of bounds.
A little miscommunication there, but worked hard to get back. And
good defense already by the Lions, as Sean Hill active there defensively, able to get a touch on that shot, deflect it. And there he is again with the steal. Wrapped up there by number 15, Morgan Anderson.
Good start by Sean Hill. He's obviously got the offense, and his defense has been something he's worked very hard at the last 18 months, and it's showing definitely early here in the part of the season.
We'll look to see if Sean's able to keep out of foul trouble here today. Last few games, he's gotten in a little bit of trouble early and it's forced him out of the game a little bit quicker, especially in the first half. So we'll look to see if he's able to be a little bit more soft, I guess, on the defensive end while maintaining that aggressive position. Lucier down underneath. He'll use the glass. And Mike Lucier off to a strong start again here this afternoon.
And a little different zone they're showing here today than they showed yesterday.
Soiree now on the left side. Laverne Giroux, son of the coach Luke Giroux. Drive. Looks like a hand check foul there on the Lions.
And he played a heck of a ball game yesterday, Giroux did. He just shot the lights out.
Foul there on Brandon Paget. Continued his assault on OCAA defenses last night, putting up 24 points again. Sky's the limit for this man, Dave, as far as Brandon Paget goes in his offensive touch, and we've seen him blossom into a great shooter on the outside and someone that is basically unguardable when he puts his head down and wants to get to the basket. Sean Hill will push.
A little miscommunication there by Paget and Marshall. That doesn't happen too often, as they were former teammates in high school and seem to know exactly where they're going 99% of the time.
The Detroit 3, Smith, Paget, and Marshall all grew up playing together, and Lambton's seeing the fruits of those relationships here as Hill looked to push. Finds Smith, the distributor here. He'll pull up for 3 this time. Short, side rim and out. Soiree now up in the front court. He'll drive. Goes hard, but Hill gets a block, and that's his second of the game so far. Sean Hill active on the defensive end. Marshall with a little skip to Mailou. It's deflected. Soiree gets a touch. He'll look blocked by Hill. Paget will go up. He's fouled hard there. And Brandon Paget will go to the line for 2.
And what a great start by Sean Hill, known for his offensive prowess, but just showing that he's going to be a big part of this defense here this year.
Brandon capitalizes on the first. It's another facet of Brandon's game that we've seen improve tremendously over the last 18 months is free throw shooting and just shooting in general. See, 50% shooter roughly last year, and he's looked to build on that and has so far this season, Dave.
Yeah, I think the guy's starting to call him shooter now.
Laverne Giroux up top, crosses over Paget. He's driving left. Pull up 3 there for the Golden Shield, and that's an air ball. Hill collect. Showtime, baby. Right there. Sean Hill with the crush. Up top now, Gillies. Gillies going to pull a deep three. And Hill capitalize on that. Score now 8-4 Lions. 7:37 left in the first quarter. Smith will set on the right side. Works left now. Marshall in the corner. He'll find Lucier. Dishes out. Paget finds a wide open Tony Smith on the cut. Good body control move, and Smith will go to the line now. That's 2 fouls on big number 21, Thomas Cooper.
And that's going to send him to the sidelines. But just some great patience there. In the past, you see the Lions, they just automatically, when the shot clock gets low, they want to just pump the three, and there they go. They found a guy underneath, and great cut by Tony Smith.
Entering into the game for Cooper is Jonathan Copps. Great game last night for the Golden Shield as well, as he was able to chip in 10 points. See Giroux cross the timeline. Soiree. They'll look to set. Soiree now down on the block. He'll switch. Find Giroux in the corner. And there he is again, lights out shooter, Laverne Giroux. Padded up the left side quickly. Sean Hill deep for three on the right side. And showtime is the right time right now. Soiree up top. Giroux open off the off-ball screen. Smith pushed to Hill. Hill now back the other way. He's driving right into the teeth of the defense. And an unkind roll off the rim. Fast-paced game so far, Dave.
Yeah, and that's what the Lions did. Yesterday they got into half only up 10, and the coach said, hey, we're a transition team. They pushed the ball. They scored a quick 15 on the team going the second half, and I think that's what they got to do to beat these teams, is just use their transition speed.
Gillies knocks down another three for this Golden Shield team. That seems to be the focal point of this Golden Shield offense, is the three-point shot. And you leave these guys open, they'll knock them down. Speaking of knocking them down, Jason Marshall, Mr. Deadeye himself. Looks like everybody's into the action so far for these Lions. Everyone's got points on the starting lineup. Entry pass to Copps. Deflected. He mishandles it. Giroux picks it up. Down on the block. Floater in. Marshall collects. Moves around Soiree, but he gets the body contact call. And the Lions will inbound here.
Good start by both teams there, Matt, I think. And obviously the shooting of number 10 from Cambrian just lights out again. Giroux, he just excellent player.
And we'll go to a break here. Lions lead 15-9, 5:35 remaining here in the first quarter. And welcome back as the Lions look to inbound here, up 15-9 over the Cambrian Golden Shield. Both teams out to a great start offensively here so far. Very fast-paced game as Tony Smith takes it across the timeline here. He'll drive left. Finds Paget on the right side. Does Lucier. Paget will pull for three. Paget knocks that down. And this Lions offense is firing on all cylinders right now.
The improvement in his three-point shot, it's like me running a mile in 7 minutes and then run it in 4 minutes the next year. He's just great improvement on Brandon Paget's part.
Unbelievable there is Gillies again. He's on fire for the Golden Shield as he knocks down another three. And there's Tony Smith, the boogeyman, taking it to the line for one more with continuation.
And Tony very good at taking the ball to the rim. We give a lot of praise to Paget. But Tony Smith's also got the game to take it there. But I think he's a bit more of a distributor. And they have really closed down the paint, this Cambrian team, the last couple days here. So.
And you can see that Smith has the game and has the offensive prowess when capable, but he doesn't need to do that with the likes of Brandon Paget, Jason Marshall, Sean Hill. There's so many offensive options that he focuses more on distributing the ball and really puts this offense in sync when he does. Crosses over now. Ritchie pulls into the paint. He's up and misses. Lucier will collect and dribble through the legs. Mike Lucier. Marshall finds a streaking Tony Smith. Hill open in the corner for three. That's short. Cops collects. And the Shield will look to push back the other way. Gillies mishandles it. And the Lions will regain possession. Lions team coming in. Winners of their last 2 games. Had an away game October 31st against the Fanshawe Falcons. Were able to come out on top in that one. And then the win last night against the Cambrian Golden Shield. We'll see Tony Smith now. Finds a backdoor pass to Paget. Paget's going to pull up for the mid-range jump shot. He misses. It looks like Paget will be going to the line as there is a little bit of contact. Fortunately for Brandon, he's got the hair to withstand a blow or two to the head. So.
And in the game comes Frank Benet. Very useful the last couple games, showing that he can take his assignment of rebounding and taking on some of the bigger men that he'll have to see this year. So Frank, Joel Wilson last night impressed me. Still got a bit of an injury, but played very hard, even though he's a little bit off right now.
Sean Hill crashed the boards again, and can't say enough about his start to this game so far. Paget on the outside. Paget finds Hill. Benet in the corner, dribble drive, kicks to Paget. He's going to shoot the long three, and Paget knocks it down. Brandon Paget absolutely lights out shooting the basketball so far.
Well, I never thought I'd see him turn it around like he has in the three-point play, and that's just going to add another dimension to the game where guys are going to have to come out and cover him a little bit more tightly, and then he's going to start driving the rim. So all-around game, just big improvement by Paget this year.
Smith finds himself open, left elbow jump shot. He'll miss. Laverne Giroux will collect. Giroux on Marshall. He's going to use a screen by Labby. Caught now. Gillies going to pull. He's been on fire so far, but that one was well off. Hill's going to push. Marshall, battle for the ball down there. Which direction are we going? It'll remain Lambton possession. And we'll see number 31, Colton Vaders, check into the ball game. Colton, another member of this Lambton team that some nice effective minutes yesterday, Dave, as he was able to knock down a couple jump shots and play good perimeter defense.
Yeah, definitely looked good in the corner. Looks like he's a really good shooter if he gets set, and another dimension. It's nice to have other guys that can step up like he did yesterday.
Great play there by Jason Marshall on the defensive end. Ritchie crosses over. Rattray now, he'll drive, go left. Hill finds Marshall on the streak. Marshall gonna lay in right-handed. Unable to get a kind roll. Now the Shield will push. Deflected by Paget. Rattray now, he's gonna drive into the lane and kick, but Marshall, sneaky play, comes back, steals the ball, but then he's stripped right back. Ritchie's gonna drive, and he'll put that in. 25-14, Lions lead, 2:17 left in the first quarter. Vaders jab step in the right corner. Bounce pass intended for Benet. Marshall deflects a pass from Rattray, but he gets it back, and then he throws it away. A little bit of sloppy basketball here in the last couple possessions, Dave.
Yeah, but I think the way Sean Hill's been playing, the Cambrian player didn't want to put it to the air after some of the nice blocks, a nice defensive stop, so get a little respect on the defensive side there with Sean Hill.
Always nice to have a presence down low where make guys second guess whether they want to put the shot up or not. Paget with a nice drive, finds Vaders, cut to the basket. And that is what you like to see from young players like Colton Vaders.
27-14 lead with 1:40 remaining in the opening quarter.
Rattray collects up top. Dwayne Gillies now crosses over. Gillies finds Rattray up top. 5 on the shot clock. Ritchie's going to cross. Going to try and go up over Vaders. Great defense there by Colton Vaders, staying on his feet, not jumping or over pursuing the offensive player there, maybe getting lured into a foul with the pump fake, stood up strong and forced the offensive player into a bad shot.
Wesley James now checking into the game.
Smith finds Paget. Paget's going to dribble drive, pull up, free throw line jump shot. He missed everything. Benes crosses over, finds Vaders in the corner. He'll try the three, unable to collect. Wesley James gets a hand on the ball, but a foot on the line, and it'll be Shield possession. Coach James Grant barking out some directions here. Laverne Giroux now. Smith guarding him. Lambton moves back to a man-to-man defense. Laverne Giroux tries to cross over. Smith gets a hand on it. Matthias now. He'll dribble right. Finds Richie. Richie's going to drive. Couple lines got their hand on the ball. Matthias will pull for three. That's back iron and out. Wesley James, great play there. Finds Benet on the streak. Good call there by the official, as Laverne Giroux did have a little bit of a hold there on Anthony Wesley James. He'll go to the line as the lines are now in the bonus. Wesley James, a first-year player here for these Lions, and seen quite a few minutes in the early part of this season as Coach James Grant looks to alleviate some of the pressure from fifth-year senior Mike Lucier. Battle-tested Lucier is. Played a lot of minutes in his 4 years, 5 years here. Nice to be able to have some depth. And there's Brandon Paget again. He is absolutely on fire right now from beyond the arc.
Wowzer.
Interior pass, and that's finished off by number 4, Shane Gillies. 7 on the game clock. Smith going to cross over drive, put it up, floater, unable to convert. Vader's going to get it off quickly, and he can't convert either. Lions will go into the second quarter leading 30-16. Join us on the other side of the break. Back for the second quarter here, as the Lions lead 30-16 over the Cambrian Golden Shield. Second half of the home and home for these Lions as they look to defend the den here. Marshall reaches in. Gillies trapped up top now. Matthias.
8 on the shot clock.
Moves it over. Back iron and out. Giroux will collect. He misses, surprisingly for Giroux, as he's been a lights-out shooter for this Cambrian Golden Shield offense.
First foul there for Vaders.
Giroux drives baseline, kicks that out. Gillies misses.
7 on the shot clock for the Shield.
Giroux to inbound here. Finds Matthias up top. Jab steps, drives left. Big man Cooper on the outside. That's a couple air balls back to back for this Golden Shield team. Foul there on the Lions. A little bit of a box out violation for Anthony Wesley James, and he'll take a seat on the bench as Mike Lucier checks back in. Lucier on the season averaging 12.3 rebounds per game, which is 4th in the OCAA, sorry. It's a pretty impressive stat for the young man from Forest, Ontario, originally a point guard in high school, and now one of the premier centers in college basketball in Canada. Marshall steps and he'll look to push. Lucier open in the corner, dribbles, crosses over, he'll find Marshall back up top, and Marshall set the offense. Lucier spins. Ben Pierce in the corner. Pierce shoots it off the iron and out. Shane Gillies here. Vern Drew will set up top, and Ben Pierce is going to get a foul called against him. A little bit of rough and tumble there for the young man taking chemical production and engineering technician here at Lambton College. Looks like it was
called it on sportsmanlike there, almost like a slew foot there, so they got kind of tangled up, and we'll shoot the foul shots and then also regain the ball. Will the Shield.
Cooper last night, big part of the Cambrian Golden Shield offense with 10 points and 9 rebounds. Impressive, large man and able to shoot from the outside, unable to get either one of the free throw shots to go there.
Yeah, not having much luck so far this afternoon, and that's what it was last night. The Shields just stuck around with the Lions just because of their outside shooting. The Lions playing a more disciplined and quick, more pace on the game. Also,
Marshall scoops and pushes, but again, unkind roll from the rim there.
Thought he had some contact there.
The Lions ball going the other way is the ill-advised pass there from the big man, Cooper. Tony Smith across the line. Paget up top. Marshall in the corner, he'll pump fake and drive. Takes it through the teeth of the defense. Hill finds himself open for three in the left corner, and Showtime bangs it home.
Nice discipline again there by the Lions. Not just going to take the first shot. Wait till you get an open shot there.
Smith, a great play getting a hand on that dribble drive penetration attempt by Gillies. Smith will now move it up to Marshall, wide open on the right corner. Lucy will collect, keep it in bounds. Great play there by Mike Brandon. Paget behind the back try. He was zigging and Hill was zagging. Great play as Sean Hill stepped outside for a three. Brandon Paget thought Sean was going in for perhaps a layup or dunk attempt. Here's Matthias now up top. Finds Giroux. He'll pull. Smith will collect and push. Paget up the left side here. Hill drive to the basket hard. Lays it in. And Sean Hill's had a heck of a first half.
Yeah, very impressive. Obviously, we've said it many times. The offense is always there. The defense has been big to start the game, but
tough foul there against Jason Marshall. Aggressive attempt there on the steal, but from my vantage point up here, I heard ball.
35-16, extending the lead quite a bit early on. The Lions and able to use their bench too, which is nice to see.
7:20 left here in the second quarter. Gillies up over Smith. Aggressive rebound by Cooper. Him and Lucier battle into the corner now. Gillies going to turn. He'll pump fake, spin in. Throw one up, unable to convert there. Paget's pushing on the left side. He's driving to the basket hard. Great play by Brandon Paget. Put his head down, covered up the ball, made sure he didn't get stripped.
Looking for an intentional there, and I think he has something to bark about there.
And we got a timeout for the Lions. Lions lead 35-16. Brandon Paget to the line for 2 free throws. 7:03 left in the second quarter. And we're back as Brandon Paget steps up to the free throw line. Looking to shoot the first of 2 attempts off of a great play on a fast break. Converts on the first. This up-tempo offense of the Lions is really in full force here this afternoon. They've been able to score at will, it seems, and everyone in the lineup's been able to get there so far. Marshall deflects from behind. Lions will now collect. Paget open in the corner. Smith dribbles in, finds Marshall, who's open up top. He'll shoot the 3. Morgan Anderson collects. Now they'll push. Gillies gonna hold. Finds Giroux. Entry pass. Marshall jumps up, Good defensive play by Jason Marshall, but even better play by Troy Williams. Marshall set from the left side. Swings it back. Now Paget up top. We got Hill on the left side, sorry. He's not able to convert, and Giroux's coming back. Right side, there's Williams. Giroux finds Williams again. Good 1-2 play there. Williams tries to go up and around, and there's Mike Lucier with the rejection. Brandon Paget finds himself open on the break, and that's just a poor defensive play there by the young man, Laverne Giroux.
Great block by Lucier. Great pass by Tony Smith. Just threaded the needle.
Back iron and out. Smith will collect again. Lions up 38-18. Paget with the push, he'll hold. Bring it back out. Marshall open for three.
Good look there, just didn't fire, but nice look there by the Lions again.
Laverne Giroux calls out a play here. Hands off the ball to Williams. He'll find Morgan Anderson for three. Paget will grab the board. And wow, Brandon Paget not waste any time getting up and down the floor. Brandon Paget beats 4 Golden Shield players right to their basket.
Do not try that at home, folks.
Here's Williams now for the Shield. Try to penetrate through. Quick hands by Paget. Here's showtime, Sean Hill. And he'll lay it up off the glass. Lambton offense has just been so quick and relentless. As soon as they grab a rebound or a steal, they're right back up the floor, not giving this Golden Shield team any time to react. Here's Paget on the defensive rebound. Smith crosses over. Beautiful play, Tony Smith. But he turns it over. And now Giroux will push. There's Shane Gillies, drives left, pump fakes, spins around, gets his own rebound, misses again, and finally puts it in. And a timeout called here. Lambton College Lions, 42-18, 4:11 left in the first half. Join us back. We will welcome you back here to Lambton College as Coach James Grant finishes up drawing up an offensive play for the guys as they'll look to inbound here. Sean Hill to Tony Smith. That's deflected, and they'll retry this. Good defensive play by Troy Williams there. Smith crosses the timeline. Paget open in the corner. Lucier crosses over. Moves in. Ball's deflected, and ball will remain in the Lambton end. Hill finds Marshall, but that's through his legs. Giroux finally collects. Goes behind the back. There's Ritchie. Beautiful interior pass by Cooper to Copps, and he's rejected by Sean Hill. He ate his Wheaties this morning, folks. Marshall collects. Smith puts it up. Paget. Oh, and we were just short of another highlight reel play between Brandon Paget and Tony Smith. Those have come quite often so far this season, haven't they, Dave?
Well, the one against the Polar Bears from Ohio, obviously the highlight film that we'll probably see from years to come. What a nice dunk and alley-oop at the end of the game on that one.
Sets up. Marshall in the corner now. Lucier jersey tug, no call. And an easy transition lay-in by Tristan Ritchie. Hill in the corner. Smith finds himself open, cuts through the zone. Lucier out in the corner. And a traveling violation against Jason Marshall. 42-22, Lions lead. First half. Shield now. Look to set their offense. Giroux barks out some instruction. He'll pull back, find Ritchie. He's going to step. Puts up a shot, was Cooper. Smith collects and quickly pushed again. Lambton team has been relentless pushing the ball. Smith, a good cut into the middle of the zone. Body control move. He can't convert. Hill now in the corner.
9 on the shot clock.
Ball fake by Marshall. Marshall's going to step. Smith going to pull the 3 from the right side. Won't go.
Been short consistently today from 3-point range there, Tony Smith.
Seems like the Lambton offense has gotten a little bit stagnant here last few possessions. And a 3-point shot by Laverne Giroux.
Coach Grant asking the players to close off the half on a strong note here. There's the shot.
Marshall ball fakes, drives in. Kicks to Paget on the outside. He'll shoot the 3. Marshall battling in there. Not enough Lambton players on the inside. The Golden Shit will collect. There's Cops on the right side. Paget with a strong play.
A couple of lines look a little tired here late in the...
And a traveling call to the dismay of Tristan Ritchie. We'll look to see Tony Smith here. 5th in OCAA. An assist per game. Paget pump fakes. Floater in the lane. Beautiful play there by Brandon Paget. Lions went stagnant. Few offensive possessions there, but hopefully that'll wipe the slate clean. Foul on the ground there. Tony Smith called for the block. Lambton's done a much better job today staying out of foul trouble here in the first half. Yesterday we saw Jason Marshall, Sean Hill, and Brandon Paget all with 2 to 3 fouls going into halftime, and something that will allow them to kind of keep their foot on the gas pedal going into the second half.
Yeah, they definitely did, but the way they were shooting, I think we're getting frustrated. Yesterday they were outplaying them so much, and they just shot so well. The shield early. What a pass there.
Beautiful laying off a great pass, Dave, you're right, by Tony Smith. Laverne Giroux uses a cop screen and a double dribble.
Hayden Young Flynn there. Almost a Doogie Howser look there. The kid looks like about 15 years old, but he's obviously a good ball player and just made a little mistake there.
Flynn from Espanola, Ontario, Dave. Not sure if you've heard of Espanola, but tiny town just north of Sudbury. Actually have some relatives from up that way. Jason Marshall pump fakes, pushes in. Marshall drives into the lane. Soiree. Move up top. Crosses over. Beats Marshall right. There's Cooper for 3, and he's short again. Hill collect. Push down the right side. Lambton throws it up to Lucier. Lucier works around, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Smart play there by Hill, just getting the ball inside to Lucier with a mismatch there, and Lucier just gets position. Makes it look easy sometimes. He'll shoot a couple.
Lucier, of course, in his 5th season here with the Lions. Been here since the James Grant era began as head coach of the Lions here, and they've really grown together. And as you see James Grant mature as a coach, you see Mike Lucier mature as a player, and it's been quite the partnership for 5 years so far.
Three on the clock.
Soiree crosses over. Mike Lucier eats some Spalding, young man. Finishes the half with a bang, literally, as the Lions will go in, up 48-25. Join us back for the second half. And welcome back for the second half, basketball fans, as Lambton College looks to close out this game, leading right now 48-25. Dave, what have you seen so far in the first half that has allowed the Lions to jump out to this 23-point lead, and what do you think they need to do in order to close this one out?
Just their athleticism. They're just playing as a team. They're getting good looks. They're working hard on the defensive side, and it's helping them out on the offensive side. They're just a quicker team, much better in transition. They've got 3 guards that can push the ball. They've got two forwards that can control the ball, so I think they just have to do the exact same thing they did in the first half.
And there's Brandon Paget to inbound now. Smith up top. Paget, heck of a first half, 19 points. Almost as many as this Cambrian Golden Shield team combined. Lucier up. Great move. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to get a kind roll from the rim.
Nice to see him getting the offense early, as he wasn't putting the offense hardly at all in the first half, which is very unusual for this team.
Nice pass by Soiree into Cooper. Cooper puts that one in. There's Sean Hill in the corner. Lucier up top. Lucier now on the left side. Deflected a little bit. Marshall's going to swing again. Lucier is going to take this time.
Unlucky there.
And here's Soiree. Finds a cutting Giroux, who kicks it out to Dwayne Gillies. Had 3 threes in the first half, but unable to convert that one. Marshall, unfortunate bounce there as it hit off his chest, unable to corral, and Golden Shield will keep possession. Giroux calls out a play. Dwayne Gillies going to pull up from deep again, and he's a little bit cold starting here in the second half. Oh, and a great defensive play by Soiree coming back. He's going to cross over. Find Gillies in the corner. He's going to drive on Lucier. Gets around. Great move there by Dwayne Gillies going over the bigger Mike Lucier, getting that shot off, as not too many of these Cambrian players have been able to do that so far, with Mike Lucier and Sean Hill defending the rim. Smith up top now for the Lions. Hill in the corner. Entry pass to Lucier. Lucier stripped. Gillies now. Crosses. Finds Soiree. He'll drive into the middle. Kick to Giroux on the outside. Back to Soiree. He'll stutter step. Giroux now. 2 just inside the line. Lions push. Hill up top. Finds Smith. Smith's going to kick in the corner. Brandon Paget, who's had a touch from beyond the arc, and that continues in the second half. Giroux's calling another play here as Cambrian gets pretty active in terms of running their offensive sets, trying to break this Lambton defense down. Cops, entry pass. He's blocked by Hill. A little bit of body contact there by Hill or Lucier. We'll see what the official decides. Deemed to be on Sean Hill. Sean, of course, that would be his first foul of the game. Which is nice to see. Looking up and down the stat sheet here, Dave, Lambton only a combined 5 fouls there in the first half.
Yeah, very clean. Didn't take any unnecessary fouls like they have in the past, with balls getting pushed up the court and reach-in fouls. Or if they're going to take a foul, they're going to take good ones, and that's a good sign.
And we'll see Smith check in now. Finds Marshall. Entry pass to Paget. Hill on the outside. He's going to pull quick trigger, and Sean Hill starts off the second half with a 3, and that brings his point total up to 17 so far. So it's been really been the Brandon Paget and Sean Hill show on offense for the Lions here this afternoon. A crossover move there. That's Williams, or sorry, that was Anderson. Soiree collects a loose ball. He'll find Cooper. Battle with Cooper and Marshall.
Shield ball.
Marshall stepped on the line there. Good fight by Jason Marshall to go at the bigger Cooper. Battle for that ball. Hill gets a hand on it. Him and Smith are away. Showtime Sean Hill, and that's a one-handed crush. There's Giroux up top now. Cooper finds the cutting Gillies, and he takes a few too many. Nice Sunday morning stroll for the young man Dwayne Gillies.
Lions extend the lead to 25 here. Not quite halfway through the third quarter.
Great look by Brandon Paget into Mike Lucier, and that's a great take by Luce. Up to the basket, finishes strong with the right hand, and he'll go to the line for continuation.
And that's all day getting the ball to Lucier. If he gets one-on-one against not a top defender in the league, he's going to score at will.
Lions have an upcoming game here next Friday at home against the St. Clair Saints. Big matchup between two teams there is St. Clair last night actually took a defeat at the hands of the Sioux College team, came down, beat them in their own barn, so we'll look to set up a big matchup for the Lions next week. Soiree brings it into the middle, finds Giroux on the outside, and here's Marshall, shimmies, drives right, Anderson deflects the ball.
And Anderson doing a lot of talking to Marshall, who's keeping his cool there.
Paget comes in, seems to be the offensive set. Oh, he drives in, nice Euro hop move, finishes strong with the right hand.
Too easy.
Here's Giroux again, calling out another half-court set. Anderson. Now Soiree's going to drive in. Beautiful no-look pass to Cooper, up on Lucier. Lucier blocks him. And there's Anderson now on the outside. He hits iron and out. Cooper collects the offensive board. Ill-advised shot maybe there by Cooper, but they collect again, Anderson again, and this Cambrian team is ice cold from the field right now. Streaking Sean Hill, two hands, 2-foot step, and Sean Hill throws another one down. That's three, Dave. Count them, three so far. Sean Hill is attacking the basket.
1, 2, 3.
On the outside, that's Williams. Front iron and out. Smith with a beautiful behind-the-back dribble. Evades traffic, drives right, pushes into the corner. Marshall open for three. He's out. And now Shield will look to push. 2-on-2 in the front court. Soiree comes in. Beautiful no-look feed. Up to Cooper, and nice to see that big man run the floor like that. Not too many of those in this league that can get involved on the fast break opportunity.
30-point lead for the Lions, and come to see the bench ready to start their day this afternoon.
Lucier, beautiful backdoor pass.
Oh, a great pass there by Lucier, and a great cut by Marshall, who appreciates that kind of pass from the big man.
That just comes down to experience right there, Dave. I know Cambrian Golden Shield, they've been having a tough year here so far, but so many players on their roster being first-year players, and in comparison to this Lambton team who's littered with 3-, 4-, and 5-year players. So we'll go into a timeout now. Lions lead 63-33, 4:15 left in the third quarter. Jason Marshall looks to take to the line here. Two-shot opportunity for Marshall after a beautiful backdoor feed from well beyond the three-point line by Mike Lucier. Marshall able to cut in and draw some contact there.
And a couple subs in the game, giving some
short on the first.
Due rest to a couple starters, and that's Joel Wilson, number 50, who played so well yesterday in his limited time. Still nursing a bit of an injury and just getting back into the game. And also Colton Vaders, who we've seen come off the bench as a 6th or 7th man the last couple games.
Joel, a raw athlete that looks to come out, get involved on the defensive end and offensive rebounding and clean up some of the garbage. Paget out on Giroux.
That's all right. Joel just letting him know that he's in the ball game there, and a couple pushes maybe could have been a
That's what you like to see from the
foul on both there, but Joel made it a little too obvious in front of the referee there.
Lucier now outside. He'll block the shot. He'll look to push now. Lucier grabs, takes it right at Soiree. And the traveling call, unfortunately. look very similar to a few of the Euro hops we've seen happen here a few times so far throughout the game, but the referee didn't agree with that. Wilson defending on Kops. Great job, Lucio collect. Large lineup here for the Lions is Frank Benet as well as Joel Wilson in the game, along with Mike Lucier. Colton Vaders and Brandon Paget rounding it up for the guards. Vaders will now inbound.
And no quit from these Cambrian Shields, still playing some good defense against the Lions they're currently down 30 and still showing some heart.
Paget steps out, he'll drive right, take it right to the basket. Soft touch. Late call by former Lambton Lion Chad Pereira. Lions will maintain possession after a clear-out foul there underneath. Getting in with the big uglies underneath there. Vaders to inbound now. Lucier up top. Grabs, drives, finishes right. Unable to grab it. Kops will come away.
Such a nice move there and just wasn't rewarded, but definitely got it to the rim nicely.
Matthias dribbles right. He'll find Soiree, crosses over through the legs. On Lucier, pulls back. There's Giroux. Lights out shooter. You give him time and space, he's going to put them through every time. Paget now. Looks to run a play. Lucier uses a Wilson screen. Wilson rolls to the basket. Get into position. Vaders. Good offensive rebound by the young man, Colton Vaders there. Paget will push. Floater from the free throw line. And that is a beautiful shot by Brandon Paget.
And just beats the clock.
Matthias crosses over on Benet. Soiree for the Shield. He'll drive left. Loses the handle but regains. Oh, finds a beautiful bounce pass right into Kops. He finishes strong. Benet drives. Finds the cutting Wilson. He'll grab the ball. Great play there. Great hustle there by Joel Wilson. Right in there, two Cambrian Golden Shield draped on his back and able to draw foul and keep the ball in his team's possession. We'll see Anthony Wesley James check in now. Wilson have an opportunity to score some points here. Converts on the first. And there's Jonathan Kops. Defensive rebound. Soiree now up the left side. Behind the back dribble. Drives in on Vaders. Vaders, good D. A little bit of the body perhaps. And that'll send Soiree to the line.
Push. 2. Good rebound, John.
Soiree, a first-year player out of Scarborough, Ontario, so traveled quite a distance to go to school in Sudbury at Cambrian College. Look to take advantage of this opportunity. Second from the line. Misses. A little bit of miscommunication between Wesley James and Wilson. And Shield will collect there. Matthias loses the handle and Wesley James pushed the big man. Dribble, drive, and he finishes strong with the right hand. First time he's been out in the open court since he was 12 years old, I'm sure. There you go, Benet matching up strong here against Tristan Ritchie. Benet. Drive left there, Matthias loses the handle. Finds Giroux. Giroux's going to pull right over Tony Smith. Tough shot. There's Vader's jab step move. And a foul there on 23, Soiree, Mohamed Soiree. We'll now see Colton Vaders to the line. Colton, of course, Dave, product of Sarnia, Ontario. St. Catharines, Ontario, my mistake.
Which is just down the road.
There's Matthias with the jump shot. He'll drive, strip. Soiree collects on the baseline. Throws it up top to Richie. Richie unable to get the shot off. That's a shot clock violation. 51 seconds left here in the third quarter. Lions lead 71-38. Benet drives, steps on the baseline, and that'll be a turnover for the Lions. 40 seconds left here. Richie will push. Benet regroups, now switches to Soiree. Benet, great defense on these perimeter players. Frank Benet not giving anything to these guys. Great job keeping his feet moving and forcing the defenders into positions they don't want to be in.
3 seconds difference in the shot clock and the game clock here to end the third.
Benet now posts up, takes left, he'll fade away. Beautiful shot there by Frank Benet. Soiree drives, crosses over. Kickball ruled by the officials. 1.5 remaining on the game clock here. Opportunity for the Shield to dig in a little bit to this lead before they go into the third quarter, or fourth quarter, sorry. Soiree's gonna pull from beyond the arc. Back rim and out, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. 73-38, Lions lead. Join us back here for the fourth and final quarter.
Lots of new players in the game. Now for the Lions, who have a big commanding lead of 35 going into the final quarter.
Soiree up top, uses a screen. Finds the cutting Matthias off the screen. He'll go up. He's fouled by the veteran, Ben Pierce.
Tyler Johnson, product of St. Patrick's. In the ball game, number 20, also Ben Pierce, who we've seen a bit earlier. And G. Maness, St. Clair Colt graduate.
The Sarnia line, if you will. Nice to see bench here get involved in the ball game for Coach James Grant. Johnson will go over. He's stripped by Soiree. Marshall recollect though. Find Maness in the corner. He'll find Hill. Cutting TJ. TJ bounce pass in the lane. That's a great play by young man Tyler Johnson. Ben Pierce offensive rebound and a put in. But oh no, don't look now. Jason Marshall down underneath the basket. Quickly able to get up. And he'll go to the sideline for a check-in. Padgett will come into the ball game for Marshall. Only hope that that's something minor here, as you'd hate to see a player the caliber of Jason Marshall get injured for a long period of time in a game like this.
And it certainly didn't take Brandon Padgett a long time to get the warm-up off. Anytime you ask him to play, he's never going to say no.
He's a gamer. TJ now. He'll find Hill up top. Cutting TJ. TJ left open underneath. And welcome to the game, Tyler Johnson.
Nice little give and go there by the veteran Showtime Hill and TJ.
Matthias, perhaps a travel there. Soire's going to drive left, pull back, cross over. There's Copps, Jonathan Copps. He'll drive right, stripped by Padgett. Out of bounds. Shield ball. Soire, beautiful inbound play there by the Shield.
Very well executed there.
Padgett will take over ball handling duties now. Gillies. Shane Gillies called for a hold there on Brandon Padgett. Not allowing him to get past the half-court line. As we'll go to a break here. Lions up 77-41. 8:20 left in the fourth quarter. And we're back here. 8:20 remains in this ball game. Lambton Lions cruising right now, up 77-41. We'll look to close this game out. Second half of a back-to-back, and Brandon Padgett lays it in softly off the glass. Soire will push. They'll use a Jonathan Cope screen. Kick to the corner. There's Tristan Ritchie. And a putback by Mohamed Soire. Hill fakes the pass to Padgett. G. Maness comes off a screen. He's going to drive left. Finds Ben Pierce underneath. Pierce is blocked.
Looked like he got fouled there. Unfortunate there.
Maness 3-on-1. Padgett, look, he was anticipating perhaps an alley-oop try from G. Maness, but he went to the veteran Ben Pierce on a bounce pass instead.
And Pierce conservative there. Pierce also looking to maybe jam that one, but decided just to lay it in.
Padgett. Carry over the timeline, 81-43. Maness off the screen. He's going to drive left again. Deflected. Shield collect and go the other way. Here's Tristan Ritchie. Ritchie's going to drive right at Ben Pierce. Tried to take a charge there and deflects the ball. Maness is wide open. TJ doesn't see him. Johnson caught with his head down there. Hill's going to drive right. Good pass into Johnson. Johnson's going to come out with it. He'll find Maness. Maness going to take left. Padgett deep. Padgett's going to drive. Kick to Hill. Hill's going to take the three, and he's going to make the three. Soire wastes no time getting the ball back into the front court. He misses. TJ will push now. He'll find Padgett. Padgett's going to stop to Hill. Up to Padgett. Padgett's going to crush. He wants in on the fun. Brandon Padgett. A nice one-handed jam. There you go. Drives left. Soire crosses over. He's going to step back, elbow jump shot. TJ battles, unable to collect the rebound. Copes mishandles. That's out to Matthias just inside the three-point line. And Hill knocked down the mid-range jump shot. Padgett now carries for the Lions. Gilly steps up.
Some of the rookies in the ball game now. I see the veterans trying to give them the ball, and they don't want to maybe take the shot. But that's good to see too that they're gonna look for the better look there. I know the bench wants the rookies to score, but at the same time, if you see a veteran that's open, might want to just give the ball up to them too. So very unselfish from some of the rookies in there currently.
sure a little bit of confusion here. Charge timeout to Lambton College, and we'll go to break here, 86-45. 5:37 remaining. Don't miss any of the action. And we're back here as the Lions finish up the huddle. Break. Tyler Johnson to inbound. Lions up 86-45. Younger players getting involved, as you alluded to before the break, Dave. Joel Wilson, one of them. He'll pull up for the free throw line jump shot. He's unable to make it. Cambrian will bring the ball up there, their leader, Laverne Giroux. There's Labby now. He'll move to Dwayne Gillies. He's going to pull for three. He hasn't met a shot he hadn't liked here this afternoon. There's G. Maness on the right side. G's going to drive, scoop with the left hand, and a beautiful layup by G. Maness.
Yeah, I like what I've seen with G so far. He's obviously coming off an injury too, an ankle one, and tough to get back into the game with this high of speed, and he's looked very comfortable out there tonight. Up and down, travel there.
In limited minutes so far this weekend, G has looked great in terms of playing style, and like you said, Dave, I think a lot of the issues in terms of him getting minutes here early in the season was perhaps due to that injury, and we'll look to see what kind of impact he can have with these Lions as they move forward rest of the regular season. Smith with a crossover, jab step, gets into the lane, can't convert. Here's Laverne Giroux now. He's going to drive right on Smith. Smith playing some great defense. Laverne Giroux's going to turn around jump shot, gets halfway down but pops back up. And here's Dwayne Gillies. Finds the young man Labby, puts it off Gillies' shin. Lucier in the ball game right now. Tony Smith. TJ out to Lucier, he'll dribble. Call him Joel on the isolation. Joel Wilson step back. And he's unable to hit that jump shot. He's wide open. Good move by the young man. Gillies shimmies underneath Lucier. Over to Cooper. He's long. And there's Laverne Giroux. Dead-eye shooter. Give him any time and space, and he's taking advantage of it this weekend. Smith drives left, right up against Laverne Giroux. And that's a great hard move by Tony Smith, first-year player out of Detroit, Michigan for these Lions. Labby hands off to Giroux. He'll shoot the three. That's well off. Lucier collects. Lucier drives by Giroux. Behind the back dribble. Giroux with a great diving play there. Good effort by the young man. He'll find and collect and shoot the three. And that heck of a play there all around by Laverne Giroux. Diving to keep possession and then coming back and hitting the three. Maness screens for Wilson, but Smith comes up top. Now Wilson finds himself with the ball top of the key. Wilson will pull up, and there's a jump shot. Joel Wilson finally finds the range. 92-50 Lions lead. Lucier fouls Giroux on the way by, and Lucier will go right to the bench.
And that was just a veteran wanting to get off the floor and giving some guys some extra minutes. Nice little play there by Lucier, realizing some guys were at the scorer's table waiting to get on.
Nice to see that. The entire Lambton bench dressed here this afternoon was able to get into the ball game. There's the young man Flynn. Spins, jab steps. He's blocked by Benet. Benet collects. He's fouled by Cooper. The Lions will inbound here. 92-50. We said earlier in the broadcast, Dave, couple tough tests coming up. November 13th at home against St. Clair, and then the following week, November 20th on the road at Redeemer. Where do you see the Lions going in the next couple games?
Well, I think they're haven't peaked yet, but they're definitely showing that they can play with all the big teams, and those are the ones you got to beat to finish high in the standings and hopefully have a good matchup early in the playoffs.
Here's Maness on the right side. Out of bounds. Calls Chad Pereira. 2:06 left on the clock here.
That's a nice thing to talk about. Playoffs, where in the past you're always talking about you need this or you need that, and hopefully from here going forward, a lot of the times hopefully the Lions will just put themselves in the playoffs early, then just see where the seed ends up.
Very nice to talk about that so early in the season, Dave. I agree with you that way. Humber, of course, not playing this afternoon, so win here will give the Lions a foothold on 4th place in the West Division, which is nice. And 2 wins this weekend bound to help their overall ranking in the OCAAs, as they came in 5th this week, and hopefully look to improve upon that with a couple big W's here.
And also seeded 9th in the nation, the first time ever they were in the top 10 there, and being 5th in Ontario, also the highest ranking they've had.
Incredible. Joel Wilson, inbound violation there. It's a silly mistake. And here we have Laverne Giroux inbounding. He'll pull up, and he's cash money. Not sure why he hadn't gotten involved in the offensive end a little bit more. Very involved in the first quarter, but seemed to trail off as Big TJ with the crossover on Laverne Giroux. Colton Vader's outside, sets his feet. He can't get to go, but there's TJ again. Tyler Johnson having a heck of a time here. He's just getting involved every which way he can. And here's Giroux now. Find Flynn down the bottom. Flynn's going to move in. Fouled by Johnson. 1:20 left on the clock, 92-54. Flynn open up top. He's going to drive. Beautiful no-look dish to Copes. Wilson rejects that. But Dwayne Gillies, able to knock that jump shot down. TJ, double team as he crossed the line, keeps possession. Vaders fouled there. Dwayne Gillies, as we see a little bit of pressure put on by this Cambrian Golden Shield, perhaps wanting to test the ball handling abilities of some of these players from the Lambton bench. TJ up top. Vaders comes in.
Looking for some contact there and didn't get it.
Laverne Giroux drives right, finds Labby. Great play by the big man. Ball fakes and gets fouled. He'll go to the line. Labby, a native of Blind River, Ontario. Unable to convert on the first. That's the second. 43 seconds left on the game clock. Another foul there by the Cambrian Golden Shield. Very aggressive defense. That'll put the Lions into the bonus now. Vaders will step up. Gets that. Benet spins. Joel Wilson, that free throw line jump shot, and the bank's open on Sunday.
Not sure if he called that one, but he looked very confident after it went in.
Benet deflects, and he'll pick up. Push down the floor now. 19 seconds left. He'll cross over, move into the middle. Nice play there by Frank Benet. You're seeing touches of that athleticism that he really has and possesses. 94-57, 15 seconds left in the game. Benet to the line for 2. This is the first. And a win here tonight will pull the Lambton College Lions to a 4-1 record. Impressive start to the season considering they drew the rugged Humber-Sheridan matchup right opening weekend. That's a nice shot there by Dwayne Gillies. These Lions starting off strong to this season and look to build off some of this momentum. TJ, battle there with Flynn, and they dribble it out. And the Lions close out the weekend, 2 wins, finishing off tonight 95-60 over the Cambrian Golden Shield. Stay tuned. As always, thank you from my broadcast partner, Dave Walls. We will be back with our Player of the Game interview after this.